Alright guys, what's going on? We're back again, and today we're going to talk about the most underrated frame in the game. And what frame is this, you might ask, if you don't know what the skin is? Nyx Prime. So, why is Nyx so underrated? I don't know, but Nyx is honestly one of the best frames in the game. Now, I know some people are going to say, nah, Nyx ain't shit. What you mean? But no. So Nyx, reason why I want to, one of the reasons why Nyx is such a great frame is because no one else has crazy crowd control like her. There's Vauban, yeah, and there's some other ones that are okay, but overall she has crazy crowd control. So let's go ahead and check out what's good with the old Nyx. So mind control, basically you're just going to mind control any unit you want, and it'll do your bidding for however long your duration mods are, so maybe a minute, 2 minutes, whatever. Psychic Bolt, just throw some bolts at people, and it empowers their damage to each other, which is pretty great. Chaos is where pretty much you cast Chaos and everyone will start attacking everybody. Doesn't matter where the area is, so range mod's going to be really good on that. Absorb. Well, Absorb is just kind of trash. In theory, it sounds great. You get into an orb, you charge up the damage, then you blow all the damage back onto them. But even with pure strength mods, it's just complete garbage. But there's a way to make it pretty good. And we're going to talk about the builds real quick. So, this is the first build I recommend on Nyx. It's my favorite build because this is like the best CC build, the Chaos Sphere Augment. So what this does is it creates a sphere, or like a giant circle ring, and anyone that walks inside of it will automatically get your chaos, but pretty much your chaos debuff on them or whatever. So whenever they get the chaos on them, they'll start pretty much killing anyone that's in the ring. So these are all, we have 20 level 115 heavy gunners. Now normally, if you were to, come in here and do this, you would just get completely destroyed this fast, but we're going to go ahead and cast this with all the range mods we have. They're all going to start killing each other. And as you can see, you have super survivability because you don't have to worry about really getting shot too much, because they're just going to attack whoever's closest. And then you can go ahead and do this to make them really hurt each other a little bit more. Oh, come on, yeah, get each other. Now, so the damage isn't that great. I'll admit that. The damage isn't that great. But what you're really looking at here is that they're all CC'd. You ain't got to worry about them doing anything. They're free killings, free pickings, you know what I mean? You ain't got to worry about nothing. Now, and there might be one or two that'll attack you, which if all these were focused on Nyx right now, I would have no chance. I would literally die in like a split second, But let's go ahead and get rid of this. So as you can see, the Chaos and Carnage, they're doing all that. The best thing about this, though, is just the simple fact that the CC. So you're going to be playing with other players in your game most of the time, and even if you're solo, you can still go pretty far with her. You just have to have really good guns and weapons to kill with, because none of her abilities do all that much damage, but she has a lot of crowd control. And you could also mind control one of the people to do your bidding. So like that will, be on my side. I ain't got to worry about them doing nothing. And then the Chaos debuff where they're all just going crazy killing each other. Now if Chaos isn't your thing and you don't really care to just sit there and just have all of them kill each other, and you want to kill more people, then we have a build for you. This is the Assimilate build. It's the same build pretty much, just taking off, just switching these augments around. So with the Assimilate build, you pretty much won't take any damage whenever you're like this. And that's the best part about it. You don't take any damage, and then you can knock people down. It's not really going to be too good on damage. And you also walk, but you can try to use your abilities to try to leap around with your melee weapon just a little bit. But pretty much no one's going to hurt you while you're in this form, and you can literally go God mode. Now if you run out of energy, all that stuff, then yeah, you won't be able to go God mode anymore. And with this build, you can still do Chaos. You just won't have the augment where the ring is there to reapply the debuff for you. But yeah, you ain't got to worry about dying or anything. And then you can just pop it and knock them down. Really doesn't do too much damage though. And then you can reapply to go God mode again. And then obviously to get around faster, just do your melee combos to you know, just move quicker besides this stupid little walk speed. But that's Nyx in a nutshell. One of the best crowd control frames. She's really good for just having her as a support frame, and I'll play her a lot with my friends and stuff, and they actually request her sometimes just because of how much crowd control you'll get from her. So, but here's the two builds. Basically what you're building in here is just going to be stretch and range, a bunch of range to pretty much make your chaos as far reaching as possible so you can get as many people in one go as you possibly can. Efficiency, so that with, you know, all of your abilities you can cast them more, they don't cost as much. Duration's a good one because duration's going to affect your mind control. It'll be 63 seconds and the chaos debuff is going to last 52 seconds, and then this little debuff 23 seconds. So, you know, a lot of long-lasting stuff. Now our strength is really low because none of our CC stuff really, you know, needs strength. And even if you go a pure strength build with absorb, absorb still is just complete trash. Nothing really good from there. This build is the exact same. You're just switching out that augment. It's the assimilate. So you get assimilate on here, and that's going to make it where you have 50% move speed, but you have your little bubble on, which still absorbs everything, and you know, protects you, and you won't die. And so, you know, same thing, efficiency, so that lasts a little bit longer because that's draining you constantly. So more efficiency would be great. Range, just for our mind control, you know, still helps out. And then duration for, you know, the duration of everything. And yeah, you can go corrosive projection here, which is good. Your chaos sphere or your chaos ring that pops up, they'll always get corrosive projection, which will reduce their armor, which is really great. This build, energy siphon, pretty much just trying to get energy regeneration for the assimilate uptime. And there you go, guys. Those are the Nyx builds. Definitely check Nyx out. She's a really good frame. I don't really see Nyx enough. So whether it's Nyx or Nyx Prime, check out Nyx, play some Nyx. She's a solid frame. And until next time, guys, peace.